All right, everybody. Good evening and welcome into another Dragon Warrior Randomizer race tonight. Here we are with another four-person race on two different groups. Here in the booth with me, Gambit. How you doing this evening, Gambit?
I am doing well and looking forward to this quad vodcast we've got going on. We've got the theseawolf1 taking on Kigalas and Smashy taking on Nimanva. Looking forward to this one.
Oh yeah, all of these guys super veteran runners, super good at what they do, and I'm definitely looking forward to this one getting underway. We've got a lot of different builds, looks like tonight, so I'm curious to how this is going to play out. We do have Seawolf though playing his strength agility build. It'll be nice to see that one, but I'm curious about these other ones here.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they might all be strength agility or strength agility. I think that's what I'm trying to say. It's late. I don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, they're all strength HP. There we go.
That's, I think, where I was trying to go. And yeah, words failed me. It's okay. But we should be getting underway shortly. It's going to be interesting to see what we get in the throne room. I know we've had such a wide variety of things in this throne room that can really shape how a race shapes out across the entire thing. So these first two chests are going to be very, very interesting.
Indeed. Also the stats to go. So we've got gold in the first chest. We have a torch in the second chest, and then, of course, we have our complimentary key in the back. Let's see if they check spells and stuff like that. We've got outside, so unfortunately not what they're looking for. They're going to have to use that key.
Yeah, they were probably hoping for return instead of outside. The gold is going to be nice if we got a town close by, and that torch might be able to get us through an early ghost, depending on what our strength is. So, might be able to waylay that into a quick level 2 or maybe even level 3.
Right, indeed. So it looks like Seawolf's able to take a couple points off the slime, so he's got a little bit of strength there to start. He's going to get a couple of HP. Meanwhile, Smashy down the bottom, he finds that town early, but a red dragon he's unable to get away from, and it sends him home already.
It takes a full reset to get that gold back. Do not blame him there. Wants to take the gold, see what town this is. Knowing his luck, unfortunately, it'll probably end up being Hawksnest, because that's what it usually is, right?
I mean, rando better rando, but we got some slimes over here. We've got a couple of people punching, and we've got the first level, and Seawolf and Kigalas. 4 hurt. Oh, I missed one of them. Heal more, hurt more. Oh my goodness.
Well, I think we're going to have a jet here. What do you think, Edge?
I mean, this is going to be real interesting real quick. Hurt more right off the get-go is always good. Smashy seeing that wolf and getting hammered by it going home.
In the meantime, Kigalas and Nimanva have found a cave over to the right of start. Nimanva saying, I've got this hurt more. I'm going to wait on that cave and go do some things first. The gold man says, no, you're going to actually go home first.
Yeah, and there's the gold man sending Nimanva home. But Nimanva does have that heal and hurt more, so he's got the full complement of power. He's got two hurt mores in the tank, and is able to hop out there and get into some stuff. Meanwhile, Smashy is really trying for that town and just gets one step away and gets the knight.
So it looks like that free cave that we saw over there on Kigalas' side is a magic key in the Vanilla Stones cave. That is huge, especially with that starting gold. Kigalas going to go do the slow key grind, but could have taken that key and that gold and turned it into more keys and Tantagel real fast.
Yeah, he just grabbed 2 of them and noped out, so he's going to at least get both of the treasury and the keys back in the back. Sees a Scorpion, hits the hurt, and going to probably hit another one real quick. Or hit him with the fist, 6 more, and this should give him his next level as well.
Yep, let's see what we've got. We've got 14, 0, 5, and 3. We are a little strong right now, aren't we?
Oh, yeah, look at that. I mean, that's a nice little build so far going for these guys. And unfortunately, Nimanva finds an Axe Knight, and it does tag him before he's ready, sends him home. Meanwhile, Smashy is still trying for that town.
Yeah, the Seawolf finally making it up to the Vanilla Stones cave, gets his key, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him beeline it straight back to Tantagel. Yep, there we go.
All right, so Nimanva gets to that town. It's Rimmeldar. That's not a terrible thing. He's going to be able to buy some keys. He didn't see the cave yet, so keys for him.
Keys for everybody. And just a reminder to the audience, this is a vodcast, so we do have some of the runners in chat. Feel free to pick their brains about what they're thinking. I'm sure they will let us know as well. As we look into the treasury, we have gold, so gold grind is definitely unlocked. More gold, so another gold grind. We have all the gold. There's the tokens. That's a homework item. And our last item is a curse belt. So there's going to be something somewhere.
Yep, so there's one. Looks like we have Tablet Cave under the castle. Kigalas is moving around. He's able to dark bomb this one pretty easy, so we'll find out what's in the Tablet Cave here in just a few seconds.
It's another curse belt. So 2 of our search spots are going to have something between Cole, the Overworld, and Hawksness.
Tasty, tasty, tasty. So Smashy's getting those keys now. He finally made it down to Rimmildar. He'll be able to pick up a couple of things, at least some gold and stuff like that. He'll be able to check that weapon shop in Rimmildar and maybe pick up a couple things else while he's there as well.
Yeah, probably going to check the 2-for-1 as well, which I completely agree with here. Let's see what we've got in this lone chest. Is it going to be huge, or is it going to be a waste of time and resources? It's going to be an herb. Middle ground.
I mean, well, he doesn't have it yet, but it'll help him keep healed up. He still has the torch, but he's going to take a look in here, and he finds, well, Silver Shield Flame Sword. He doesn't know about the gold grind yet, but that's going to be nice for him.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be huge. Once our other runners make it south and see Rimmildar and see those, I guarantee you we find Grave, we find Mountain, we're going to try to unlock that gold grind as quick as possible. So it'll be interesting to see with those reds right outside of Rimmildar, how many of them get all that gold and then get sent out immediately.
Yeah, those red dragons are not being nice whatsoever tonight. Of course, this early in the game still, though, you know, they're not going to be nice. Nimanva is at level 6 now. He's got a pretty good strength boost and a nice little agility boost. Not so much in the magic department yet.
Kigalas unfortunately finding out the hard way that skeletons no DL2 breath. That's a free trip back home real fast.
Yikes. So we have wolves with DL2, skeletons with DL2. This is going to be ugly if any of these tend to stand in the way.
I don't know. Would you rather see some of these earlier enemies with DL2 breath, or would you rather see the Sharlock monsters with the DL2 breath?
You know, honestly, I'd rather see some of the earlier ones, but Seawolf finding out that metal scorpions have hurt more, so that's ugly already too. But yeah, I'd rather see the earlier ones have the DL2. That way I can get away from them early, especially in a hurt more seed like this. I would try and find maybe where those Axe Knights I died to earlier were.
Yeah, that would be an absolutely wonderful grind right now. Be able to pick up a lot of early levels, really push us towards those good stats that we want to have towards the end of the seed. The Seawolf picking up the gold from the treasury and walking straight back down to Rimmildar. I think we're going to be picking up something.
Yeah, he picked it up. He walked outside, immediately hurt more the Druin Lord, and he's right where he needed to be. But yes, you are right, up to NG, that was Tablet Cave. And Nimanva's about to find out the sad truth. Those were keys really close to the castle.
It looks like a little bit of a dead end up there. Some nice desert land. If that happened to have a decent enemy in it, might be a good little grind spot close to home if we needed it. For right now, probably just going to leave it alone, try to push out a little bit with this heal and hurt more. In the meantime, Smashy taking on some slimes. If we can get this red slime down, that'll get Smashy level 2 and give him all the fun spells.
And the Wraith Knight's going to send Kigalas home. That one was not nice. Just took the swing, he missed, and sent him back. Meanwhile, we've got Seawolf picking up the keys in Rimmildar as well. There's level 2 for Smashy. And we have the Magidrake down there, really not doing much.
A nice easy 12 experience. You'll take that every time and then find a gold man, and we're going to hurt more to gold man. Hey, I could use some 650 gold. What about you?
Hey, early gold's not terrible, but I mean, hey, you've got the gold grind as well, and you know that you just have to find a place to get it. Meanwhile, we're starting to see Kigalas branch up to the north a little bit, get some exploration going on here.
I think Nimanva took the gold man because the 10 XP was just enough for a level, which is always a good funny thing when you see someone get a level off a gold man.
And Nimanva finding a swamp, also finding coal, so we might see our first search spot. Meanwhile, Kigalas still roaming around the north here. He's going to hit this, I don't know if he's going to hit hurt or hurt more. He's going to hit the hurt. Meanwhile, here we go. Nimanva, we're going to see that search spot. And there we go. The big stick for Nimanva right off the get-go in coal. Kigalas also finding out metal scorpions have hurt more, so that's a little bit of knowledge you don't want to find out too late. But he found out quick, got through that, and we're good to go.
Yeah, that sword fight in coal is going to be great. Sorry to chat, everybody wanting the bamboo pole purchases. Not happening today, sorry. But big stick, big power. Look, we're already doing damage to the Dragon Lord. It's only 1 damage, but still, it's damage.
Man, and that's crazy. We're only level 7, already at 103 attack power. That's amazing, and it's going to be gross.
Yeah, in the meantime, they've pushed out the exploration, runs away from the gold man, crosses the bridge, heading through this forest here. Have to see if there's anything hiding at the end of it, or if it's just going to be another big dead end.
Right. And of course, Chad bringing up a good point. You're not even thinking yet the opponent already has the sword. I mean, heck, you're only 10 minutes in and you've already got the sword. That's a pretty substantial piece. But again, with the exploration being what it is, and running into some of these enemies that you've seen deal to and hurt more from already, yeah, that's a pretty good thought process, I think.
Kigalas running into a Wraith Knight is trying to explore in a little desert and gets sent back home immediately. Meantime, the Sea Wolf taking out the Knights with the hurt more. Very nice, 78 experience. We're progressing levels pretty darn quick here. So everybody should be nice and powered up to push out whenever they feel comfortable.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And knowing some of these guys, I mean, looking down here at Nimanva, he's level 7. That's a pretty comfy spot to do some exploration. Plus, he's got the sword now with 103 attack power. I'm not really fearing too much as far as exploration. Kigalas is sitting in a pretty good spot, too, even without the sword. But, everybody has their safe level as far as exploration.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, Kigalas looks like he's found Bridge Central over here.
See, we're not playing DWR anymore. We're playing Bridge Simulator.
Meanwhile, looks like Smashy's taken to some exploration, branching out away from the castle area. Sea Wolf, meanwhile, over by Rimmildar, he's found some knights he's going to grind on a little bit.
Yeah, Smashy is heading out west from what I believe was Rimmildar. Should find, if he goes just slightly north, we'll find coal. I believe is in that swamp right above. Yep, there it is. See it in the corner of the screen. We'll see if Smashy sees it or not.
Yeah, I think he sees it. He's heading that direction. He's going to pick up... Nope, he's running. He's just going straight for it.
Yeah, run away from everything, get to this town, hope we don't run into anything that can kill us, which doesn't look like there is.
I'm not even taking a chance on the slime, so he's found coal. He's about to get his sword and find out that, this isn't so terrible. But at this point, with Smashy's early game, how behind would you feel at this point, finding out that, oh my god, the sword was this close to the castle?
I don't know if I'd feel behind due to that. I think I'd feel more behind due to trying to get all of that gold safely to Rimmildar, only to find that there were keys just to the just to the northeast of me, and then gold in the treasury.
Yeah, and of course, now finding out that the Wraiths have DL2 as well. It's just DL2 and Hurtmore Central around this place.
Yeah, it looks like we got quite a few big swamps we have to cross through to get to anywhere. We've got Kigalas up there, pushing out to the north west, went across a big swamp to find this area that I believe I don't know if it was a Seawolf or Nimanva. One of the two had already been to. I know we know in chat it's a dead end, but Kigalas will find out that very, very shortly.
And the Wraith Knight's going to send Nimanva home. Meanwhile, Seawolf did find the Jerk Cave. So there we go. He has found the Jerk. He knows that information at least. Smashy, meanwhile, is looking at a new area that I don't think we've looked at yet, or any of our runners have looked at thus far.
I think that's the continuation of the area there. Yeah, this is exactly where Kigalas is right now, actually.
All right, I see that now. He's just north of Cole. Meanwhile, Nimanva has also found the Jerk, so he's got that information in his back pocket as well.
Yep, our runner is kind of doing some searching here. We do have a cave over on Seawolf's side. Oh, that was the Jerk, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's Jerk Cave. And the Wolf Lord is going to send Kigalas home. Just a regular shot, but it looks like Kigalas was just about out of resources anyway.
Yeah, so probably a nice little Death Warp home, not having to worry too much about it. Looking like everything to the west is dead end wise. I think Seawolf going over some of these bridges. I think we've seen the other side of this, and it's nothing. We might have to push out east if we want to find anything.
Wow, and looking at that level 9 on Nimanva, he got a significant boost. No agility, but plenty more strength for what? 120 attack power. Wow. We skipped leg day for sure.
So attack power wise, level 9 is our go level, isn't it? I mean, not really. It's still only 5 to 10 damage, but level 9 doing damage to Dragon Lord? Ugh.
Yeah, but looking at that magic, I mean, they are god-awful. They're still only pumping out maybe 6 hurt mores and only just a few less heal mores. Smashy is back in Cole. Looks like he's going to take a quick rest and rejuvenate the old resources here. Meanwhile, Seawolf is doing some exploration. Another Wraith Knight up there on Kigalas' screen. He's able to take it down with a quick hurt more.
Yeah, if we can get those Wraith Knights down in one shot and not get back attacked like Kigalas just did, pretty good grind opportunity here. Well, we missed the hurt. Not going to help. But yeah, if we can get them off before they hurt more us or DL2 us, whichever one they have, I know they have 1 and 2, not a bad idea.
Yeah, Nimanva's just moving along. Meanwhile, Smashy is getting more exploration in, but a red dragon going to send him home again. Not a good day for the fun police.
The Seawolf, I think, showing us something we have not seen yet. Went across a little bridge. There was a little bit of an area above that mountain range you could go cross in, and it's going to push down south here. That was a cave I just saw on Seawolf's side.
Yep, new cave. We'll see that hopefully in a second. I'm hoping he saw that too. We've still got a few caves out there, but man, this is not terrible. I think he's just going to kind of get this area explored up a little bit. And another town, so here we go. What do we got in the desert?
Yep, town and cave, same screen, so definitely see them both. We'll check the town first and see what we're working with. Seawolf hoping it's something that you can use an in at. Yep, I'd say this place has an in.
I was going to say, that's exactly what he's going to want to see right there. Selling those cursed pelts, he did find gear in him. So we've got 3 chests in here and another cave underneath. So we'll be able to get a couple of caves out of the way after we take a quick rest. Meanwhile, it looks like Kigalas is using this little desert bar right here as a grind spot on these Wraith Knights.
As I said, it's not a bad grind. If you can get the spells to hit, that's what? 72 experience a pop? You're going to get some levels real fast on that.
Smashy hitting level 8. He's going to get a little bit of a boost there. He needs 1 more level to get that massive boost and see, oh my goodness, this is what's going on.
I'm curious to see what Seawolf does here. Are we going to go back out and check that cave first, or are we going to check under Garanham first? Because, again, since we know that we have the gold grind set up in Tantaja, and we know that Rimbledar is just south and has that silver shield, do you check the cave, then come back to Garanham, so you know what both of them are? Or do you go underneath Garanham first, find either the grave or mountain, and say, I'm going to have to come back for that other cave, I want to set up this gold grind?
Yeah, he grabbed that large shield, so good purchase right there. But here we go. The 3 in Garanham are the Silver Harp. He's got some more gold and an herb. And then we're going to go behind here and check what's behind gearing him. Not a bad play if I do say so myself.
All right, lighting up the torch, and we have found Swamp South.
All right, so Swamp Cave. I mean, hey, this isn't terrible. And with Hurtmore, you might do an obligatory spike check real quick, see what you got there, and see if you got a decent grind or not.
All right, am I the only one hoping that this lets out Swamp North is that cave that we saw just north of here?
Oh my god, that would be amazing. I would probably laugh pretty hard, but it's not. It's going to take us to a completely new area.
Yeah, looks like it takes us possibly to the far southeast corner of the map.
That's very possible. There's another town right there if we can find a bridge across. Meanwhile, I do see Kigalas has another town. I'm not sure if that's Cole or if he's found something new.
I believe that's Cole, yes. I can see the desert there poking through. That is definitely Cole. Seawolf found the bridge across, also found a second town over to the west of there.
All right, so we can knock a couple more towns off our list here. The first one being Hawksness. This is tasty.
Yeah, especially since you've seen that other town. If you can get through here and get back out, well, no, there's baby breath on the Wraith Knight. But if you can get it through here and get back out with relatively high HP to get to that other town to refill resources, definitely a great play.
Also sitting with Hurtmore, the spike tile, if it's Hurtmoreable, I mean, this is not a terrible play. You can get another search spot out of the way. We know there's two of them, and now one more because of cold, so I like this. And here we go, level 9, he's going to find the big boost.
I'm going to use herb, and we have green dragons are not that bad of a grind, and looks like they know hurt. That's even better.
Now this is what you want to see right here, is a green dragon casting hurt. Of course, you'll have to get a couple more under your belt to see, is it really what he wants all the time? We have got the Stones of Sunlight, so we know that Hawksness is a necessity for everyone.
And that's also all 3 of our homework items. We just need to find a Staff of Rain Cave, and we'll be set to find Charlock. Well, first we got to find it, though.
Indeed. So I think we're getting ready to go find out what's at this other town. If it's in the town that he can rest at, which it should be, he's going to probably go right back in there and maybe grind a couple levels. That's not a terrible grind right there.
In the meantime, Nimanva found the coordinates in Cantland. We got 70 south, 26 west. I got a feeling we might be resting Gwayland if that's required.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a tough count. I mean, some of our veteran runners I know could probably make that count in their sleep, but I'm one of those guys that, I don't like doing that. I'm just going to go for the easy shot.
Yeah, give me the Gwayland positioning system every time.
Seawolf gets in there. It is the Brecken area. He's got Breck 6 leaving the torch on for him. Meanwhile, Smashy is heading towards his coordinates. He's about to find the exact same thing. Seawolf buying a hand axe. He is ready to start doing some damage now. And he's not found Cole. He's not gone just north of the castle a little bit, so he's still missing that search spot. Meanwhile, Kigalas grinding away, looking and starting to travel a little bit here. Kigalas' chat says, I realize I have some strength now.
So we have to see if when any of our runners decide to check and see what is on the spike tile in Swamp Cave, if they choose to decide to. Because again, for all we know, the coordinates could be the death necklace and it not be required. We find the armor well before we get to that point, and we know it's not required at all. So we might not actually ever see it.
Well, very true, but I think, there's the big C right above Breckenary, so if Fairy Water is going to be necessary, which with this attack power as it is right now, I don't see it as a thing, but I think what's going to happen is Seawolf is going to try and grind out as much as he can here, get as much information, and possibly run back through just to check the spy tile. But he does at least have a spot that he can rest, and now knows that he has to come back over here, and has a good grind, so everything's kind of working for Seawolf a little better than what was expected.
Yeah, and having Breckenary so close to Charlock, too, that gives you a great jumping off point. Leave the castle, head over to Breck, cast your repel, take your instay, and jump right in.
Yep, and of course, yet more swamps here. We've got Nimanva, who's traveling through another swamp area, not finding much over there. Meanwhile, we've got Kigalas still continuing his search of other pieces and parts, and Smashy doing the same thing, trying to get some new areas as well.
Seawolf going to be picking up level 10, and we've got no strength, no agility, 7 hit points, 19 magic points.
Well, that was not necessarily a bad thing, especially with magic super lagging behind right now.
Yeah, judging by the fact that Seawolf's running back down to Breck, I don't think there was anything north of that Charlock area, so probably going to heal back up here and then search out to the west of Hawk's Nest. If not, even just go back into Hawk's Nest and say, look, I'm grinding now.
Yeah, that level 10 was definitely a big one, gaining that big magic boost. Looking at everybody's level 9 here, it is, yikes. Level 10 at 48 magic is still pretty abysmal, but it does give us a couple of extra casts. Blue dragons over here in this area, not terrible.
They know baby breath. Once we have the armor, that's going to be a lot more manageable. Right now, it still hurts quite a bit.
Yeah, at least, like I said, with that new boost, it's not so bad. He does see a few more areas up there, but nothing to his advantage. So, looks like we might be heading back through Swamp, or maybe back in a Hawk's Nest to do a quick drive.
In the meantime, we got Smashy traveling through the big swamp area over there, trying to see what's on the other side. Gets over there, is going to cast a heal more and say, okay, now what can I find?
Yeah, and looking, Kigalas has found Cantlin, so he's got his coordinates. The only person lacking coordinates right now is Seawolf, but as we can see, there's no homework item on there. So it still can be Fairy Flute, Death Necklace, or the Sword. And we know it's not the Sword because that's in Cold.
Yeah, so Death Necklace, Fairy Flute, or Armor are the 3 things that could be there.
That's what I meant, Armor. I don't know why I said Sword. I knew we had it in Cold.
Now, Smashy finding the Harp Turn-In Cave way back there, back of the swamp there. Good find for Smashy. Unfortunately, doesn't have the harp yet.
Indeed, but he has information that nobody else has because nobody's found that cave yet. A good piece for him. Just got to get the rest of his stuff. There's still that cave north of Garenham that has not been found yet either.
Yeah, that goes back to my original talking about was Seawolf going to check that cave first and what's underneath Garenham. Because we did not check that cave first, unfortunately, you're going to have to go back for it at some point.
Most definitely. And, I mean, if the coordinates end up being the armor, do you really worry about the Fairy Flute or Death Necklace at that point? Looking at everybody else's attack power at level 10, we didn't get any strength, so we're still at 120 attack power. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't think I'm too concerned right now. I know, looking at my attack power, I'd say, okay, look, I'm good on attack. It's going to come on. Right now, MP is what I want. Give me some big MP games. Give me another one of those levels like that 19 that I just got. If I can get some MP, I can be ready to go.
Yep. So nobody else has gotten across to find Garenham and or the Swamp Cave yet. Seawolf is the only one with that information. Everybody else, though, is still getting in the search areas. We have Smashy hitting level 10, about to get that big magic boost. Everybody else, again, just kind of grinding and trying to find the areas that we're missing. Seawolf, on the other hand, is heading back over to Garenham.
Yep, Seawolf making a beeline back to Garenham. See if we're going to check the cave first. Doesn't look like it.
No, I think at this point he's going to pick up... hopefully get out of here for this. Going to hit a heal more. Stoneman trying to block his way out. He managed to get away. He's going to get those resources back and maybe pop back out there. Meanwhile, all the rest of our runners... Yeah. All the rest of our runners are still kind of searching and moving around the map. It looks like the Nimanva's starting to make his direction towards where Seawolf finally is over there. He's still got to go just a little further to the west.
Yeah, just across that bridge just to the south of where he is right now, and that's where we know we'll take him there. Right now, it looks like he's going to continue pushing out east. Not a bad idea. Again, you got grassland over there compared to that swamp, but you're taking damage walking through. Take the easy stuff first.
And it looks like the cave above Gierenham was Mountain Cave, so we're going to get to see the chests here in Mountain. First one on the top floor is a torch.
Hey, a refund torch is nice. The good news about this, though, is this is going to set up that gold grind. We'll have to see if Seawolf decides to take a Death Warp back out to get that and get the Silver Shield.
There's the Fighter's Ring, 2 more attack power for him. Chat bringing up a good point. The coordinates are over there near Gierenham, but it is a very gross path over there.
Yeah, that would be extremely gross. You've got to go way far to the east and then dive back around south to go find them. Ugh, not fun. We've got gold and herb in the 2 chests.
And then final chest in there looks like it's going to be the Fairy Flute. So that takes that off of the table to be on the search tile. Oh boy, Death Necklace or Armor, which is it going to be? Plus we still have Brave to find.
And the Seawolf just kind of walking back and forth, probably looking for something to kill him. Takes out the skeleton in 1 shot. Probably not strong enough to take him out right now. That'll send you home.
And his prayers are answered. He's going to get that gold grind. I'm not sure if he saw that there was, or even looked at the weapon shop there in Rimmildar, but hey, he's going to have that gold grind active. He'll be able to get down there to Rimmildar and hopefully get his Silver Shield. He'll be in good shape defensively for a little bit. Meanwhile, there's Kigalas finding the harp turn-in. He's going to have that little bit of knowledge. I don't know if he's got the harp yet, though.
I think Seawolf is the only one with the harp. Smashy's about to pick up the harp as he has found Gierenham.
Yep, he's got Gierenham, and he's got that cave just north. I think he's probably going to go in the back here and find out the swamp south. Let's see how we play on that one. Oh, somebody says we're counting. Oh, I missed a count, but I'll take looking at a good count here.
I was like, Nimanva's trying to count. Went a little too south, found couldn't go anymore, so going back the opposite direction to try to see if we can't maybe go the other way with the count, but might have given up on it.
Yeah, I mean, that is a tough count. 70 south, 26 west, especially on a seed like this where you're twisty, turny, curvy everywhere. That's a little bit tough. Smashy did decide to go on the outside. He sees the 2 towns. Let's see which one he goes to first.
Meantime, Seawolf is doing that gold grind. Again, Seawolf has still not found coal. Still does not have that big stick. It looks like he's going to grind up for Silver Shield and Flame Sword. And then probably be very upset when we go just a little bit to the west and find coal.
Meanwhile, looking at both Nimanva and Kigalas, level 11 and very lackluster. No agility. This is the 3rd level in a row, as Schmite brought up. 3 levels, no agility. Yikes, man.
Yeah, what is agility? I think we've seen enough in this tournament to know you don't need agility to get down there. You just need luck.
Indeed. But we'll see how that... Yeah, defense matters, especially in a seed like this where you don't know where that armor's going to be.
Very true. If that armor is buried in Charlock, you're going to be wishing you had all the agility in the world so you could get down there and get it.
Well, Smashy finding his Stones of Sunlight. He's got his harp. He's going to grind right here.
I mean, I like the play. It's
resources
like,
he does have.
Yeah, you've still got resources. You haven't seen that other town, but you know for a fact it's got to be a town that's going to give you an inn of some sort. So might as well use up some resources and also picks up the level. That might have been what it was. It might have been saying, hey, look, I'm 1 green dragon away from picking up level 11. Let's just go ahead and take it now.
But look at Seawolf up on his corner up there. He is fighting this red dragon tooth and nail.
Went for the hurt more and did not unfortunately get it. And there's the reset and the reload.
Smashy says, I just wanted the level, that's all. So, I mean, it's not bad. Level 11 gives you a little bit more power, but just the lack of agility is just abysmally brutal right now.
You want agility? It's at level 12. That was a 30 agility gain on Nimanva's stream.
Ooh, that was tasty. Yeah, that looked like a miss menu from Seawolf. He was trying for it. Thankfully, he had saved just beforehand, so he's getting another shot at this. Meanwhile, here's Kigalas on the other side. He's going right in there to into I can't think right now. Sorry.
Rimbledar?
No.
Hawksnest?
He's in Hawksnest. My goodness, I just had a complete nothing. He's in Hawksnest. He's going to get this shot. Now we have no strength for 3 levels, but a huge agility gain. Yikes, man. So, and HP's at 98. Magic is finally starting to creep up there a little bit at 66. I'm not going to be surprised if we don't see the possibility of go mode at level 13 or 14.
Yeah, this could be a very, very low level go mode and a very, very fast seed. Again, Seawolf has all the pieces in place, just needs to pick up the Staff of Rain and then get back to the Jerk. Smashy, I think, is in the same boat, has all the pieces, just needs to get to the Staff of Rain and Jerk. We could be looking at some very, very quick goes here.
Yeah, but Seawolf is... Meanwhile, Kigalas has settled into a green dragon grind here.
Yeah, again, you've got Breckenary just above you. You've got the resources for it. Might as well take it right now. Get those levels. Not a bad grind to take.
No, I mean he hasn't seen Breck yet, but we have. And there's Smashy turning in that harp. Smashy now has all of his homework complete. He's missing the armor. That's the only thing he's missing.
And then finding Garenham, getting to Swamp South. Probably going to head directly. Yep, there's the outside cast to head to the north side, and we'll be finding Hawksnest really, really shortly. Or maybe not.
No, we're going to see a Princess Rescue and a Spike check right here, I think.
It's golems. And one thing I don't know if you've managed to see, golems, they know hurt more.
Oh, yeah. And that's going to be interesting, but no flute, so not able to put him to sleep. It's going to be a heal more swing battle with this guy. At 120 attack power, though, you're able to take it down. Then finding out Hurtmore's there. Without stop spell, it's painful, but you can do it.
Yep, and then I guess get through. Now, right now, Smashy's the only one with the flute. So that actually begs the question: if Smashy goes and checks that spike tile, sees those golems, do you think Smashy switches to a golem grind? Gets that 350 instead of the 180 that the Green Dragons give?
I mean, it's not a horrible play. He does have the flute. Go for it.
Meantime, Smashy going to head back over, finds Mountain, and going to go check this. Find that fairy flute. Or, no, Smashy's already been here, hasn't he? No, it was Seawolf that was here.
Yeah, Seawolf's been there. Meanwhile, Kigalas has found that the exploration over there is a dead end. He's got Sharlock, he's got Breckenary. That's about all he's going to need at this point. Meanwhile, here we go. We've got the princess taking her on a quick tour.
The Seawolf is going to take down the red dragon here.
And I'm hoping, looking at what I'm looking at, he's gone north so he can actually see Cole. I'm hoping because he needs that at this point. He's got the flame sword, not a terrible thing, but there's that 350 for him. He'll have his sword. Nope, it doesn't look like he's gone that direction. Meanwhile, there's Kigalas. He has found... Well, he's hit repel. He's got a something there. I think he's got the possibility of Brave that we're missing.
I think that's the only cave that it can be at this point. It's the only thing we haven't seen. The only thing that's going to still be dark that's going to give enemies there. And the Seawolf was right there. Cole was probably about a half screen north and unfortunately did not go north. I'm wondering if Seawolf maybe mismapped and thinks he's already explored up there and hasn't.
Not sure. I think what's going on there is he's he just got death warped home. Meanwhile, Nimanva is... I'm not sure what we're doing here, but he's taking the princess out for a walk.
I mean, sometimes you just want to take your princess, carry her around. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yep, Smashy fixing to find out downstairs is the swamps. Well, he's already been across swamps, so we know what's over there. I'm wondering if he's actually going to go and rescue Princess, because he knows coordinates. So far, the only person remotely close for coordinates, Nimanva. Yes. He's getting ready. Yeah, he's heading in here for his stones, because I don't think he did that at all yet.
Just going to find that green dragon, take it out. Should be pretty easy with one hurt more. And nope. Low rolls will hurt more just a little bit. Going to have to punch it once to take it down, pick up the stones.
Yep, there we go. He's also going to pick up level 13, 3 power, 10 more speed, 14 HP, 12 magic, and stop spell. Yow! Hello!
Yeah, we've got some stats, and that's a very nice defense number.
Very nice indeed.
But yeah, that's some good stats. HP is definitely getting up there. You know, we get another level like that, Death Necklace might be in play. MP is still lacking a little bit. You would like to see another, 16 or more MP, get you a couple more heal mores, but definitely looking about goable. Just need a little bit more AP.
Yeah, meanwhile, we've got everybody in caves of some sort. Looks like Seawolf is got a golem on his side. I think he's heading for the princess. Meanwhile, Kigalas is going to turn that beautiful harp in for that beautiful staff. So he's got his pieces ready to go. We've got pieces and parts ready to rock and roll at this point. It's just, where is the armor?
I know on a viewer standpoint, I'm hoping it's down in the judges table. As a runner standpoint, you're probably hoping it's in grave. Or on those coordinates.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've got coordinates. I don't even think we've found grave yet. I have not seen anybody get into grave yet.
No, I don't think we have found grave at all.
Meanwhile, Seawolf he's grinding on that golem with that fairy flute, so not a terrible thing. Smashy is turning over the princess, so he's getting ready to go and check out some coordinates here real quick. And Nim is right behind him. He's going to turn in the princess. He's going to have his GPS system. He's going to be able to take out and look for the same coordinate position that we are seeing Smashy get ready to go for.
Smashy picking up a little bit of extra gold. I don't know if we're maybe low on keys, want to have something to pick up a little bit more, or maybe thinking of picking up something small armor-wise.
Could be the possible play there. But either way, we see the repel from Nim, and here he goes. Meanwhile, Smashy, Smashy's going to stop in there, pick up a little bit of armor. Kigalas on top here, taking a red dragon and just tearing him limb from limb.
I mean, we've got 120 attack power. Why not? That'll get you up to level 13. And again, once again, 3, 10, 14, and 12, as we've already looked at.
All right, so we see our runners all in sort of the same paths. There's the mountain cave dive for Kigalas. Meanwhile, Seawolf is grinding on this golem with the princess in arms.
And again, it's not a bad play. You've got another, 5 more heal mores in your tank? Fight the golem a couple times, see if we can get some easy kills without having to burn resources, and we're great. If not, burning heal more is not that bad a thing here.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see who gets this search spot first. It looks like the Nimanva has a very quick jump out there, but the Red Dragon going to stop him. He's still going to fight this thing. Again, you've got the strength that you've got. It's not a terrible play. Plus, you're super close to 14 as it is.
In the meantime, Smashy found the jerk again, has turned in all the homework items, has picked up the rainbow drop. So Smashy is ready to go into Sharlock, but I guarantee you we're probably going to try to find coordinates first, aren't we?
I think so. Sorry, Nim, I keep trying to remember to say that correctly. I do apologize. Yeah, so we've got a definite race to the coordinates right now. Who's going to get there first?
Seawolf done with the golems right now, but there's also blue dragons and axelites down in the swamp cave. This swamp cave, even if you don't want to do the golems and the spike tile, probably not a bad idea to walk back and forth for a grind in.
It does look like a very tasty spot. I mean, it's not a bad grind. We do see level 14 over there on Nim's side. I didn't see what his stat gains for that was, but it doesn't look like he got any more strength for it. Kigalas says, I want the flute for the girl.
One of our trackers, Spike, letting us know it was 0, 0, 16, and 20. Well, there's that MP we were hoping for. Yeah, just need a little bit more attack power, but we're pretty much set.
Well, still got to get the armor before we can be set, but it looks like we're getting both Smashy and Nimanva close to the search spot, I think.
Yeah, I bet we see some Wayland checks here momentarily to see where we're sitting at and kind of go from there.
Nim popping into Mountain Cave. I don't think he actually got to go down into Mountain. I think he went straight through. Yeah,
I think Nim went found Swamp first and went to the other side of that first. Same way with Smashy did to start.
Yeah, and it looks like Kigalas took a death warp outside of the cave, so it looks like he's getting ready to set up his little gold grind here. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, I'm going to ride up to that silver shield money, then make a beeline back down to Rimbledar to pick it up. The good news is right now we've got the attack power, so if one of those red dragons does try to stop us, no worries there. We'll just punch through it.
Yep, so there's the gold grind. Kigalas is definitely settling in for real quick. And then we have Seawolf, who is finally over by Cole, but I don't know if he's gone in there yet to go pick up his sword yet.
Nope. First time finding Cole at the 47-minute mark is going to see that sword and probably not feel very good.
Well, there it is. He's got the sword now. He's got his silver shield. We still need to get the princess. Well, he does have the princess. He just needs to go hit the coordinates now.
I see him as 49 and 68 right now. So we're pretty much on the right north-south line. Just need to go 1 or 2 down. Now we're trying to get that east-west right.
He said, I don't need any flutes. Threw it on the ground. And of course, Smashy taking another red dragon down here. With the Hakai shot, there that one goes. All right, so Smashy's right there at that north-south line. He's just getting the west, and he should be good to go.
In the meantime, Nim has found Grave.
Well, first chest is some fairy water. Decides to keep the fairy water, gets rid of the dragon scale. There's a key for his troubles. Another key for his troubles. Smashy's doing a quick search around. He's in the area.
We're about to kind of check and see exactly how close we are. We are one too far to the east and a couple too far south, and there's the death necklace.
Oh man, so the death necklace is there, which means Grave could have the armor, and that puts Nim in a fantastic position to go and grab said armor.
Yep, we've checked the top three. We knew what those were. Here we go for chest number 4. That's the last of our curse belts.
Of course, we knew that talking to the old man after we had already searched Cole and had found Hawksness. One chest left. What are the odds that it's going to be here and we don't have to make a dive into Sharlock just for armor?
I believe it would be a 1 in 8 chance at this point.
Well, we've got a few things going on. Looks like Seawolf is heading to start counting out, and it's wings at the bottom of the grave. So, guess what that means, ladies and gentlemen? It is time to play our favorite game, the Pyramid Game. Grave 4 was,
Grave 4 was a,
Curse Belt.
Yes, Curse Belt, thank you.
Gamer saying it's always Judge's table. And that's where I would go. That's my favorite place to go.
In the meantime, Smashy never found Grave, but is diving Sharlock. Maybe, taking a chance, saying, okay, there's 7 chests down here. There's only 5 in Grave. Better chances it's here in Sharlock. Let's check this first.
Right. I'm liking this play. I mean, odds are in his favor. I don't like playing odds too much, but at the same point, like I said, I'm also the guy who, goes to Judge's table before I go to the bottom.
So it'll be interesting to see if anyone tries to do this in a single dive. Without the armor being down there, that's going to be very, very difficult. Stock up on herbs might be doable if you get some good run luck. We've got some decent defense, decent agility now, but probably looking at a 2-dive situation, don't you think?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, looking at Smashy, he's already used up several heal mores and just tag and hurt more than Axe Knights. So yeah, this is not terrible. It's just, yeah, there's 14 for Smashy, so he's going to hit that big magic and HP boost, seeing, oh my goodness, there it is.
Yeah, I think 14 is pretty much the go level. We might see people, though, during this dive, try to get another level. That might not be the bad idea to just, get 15 while we're on our way down.
Good point being brought up in chat. The swamp between Breck and Sharlock on top of the normal armorless dive, yeah, you're going to have to do more than one dive here. So far, Smashy's getting into this dive pretty well. Meanwhile, it looks like Kigalas has the princess. Getting ready to take her home.
And then picking up the rainbow drop.
All right, so we've got a lot of things going on here. A lot of closeness between the runners, but Smashy right now by far is in a pretty good position heading down there to go grab that armor.
Both Kigalas and Smashy getting stuck on some golems. Kigalas takes his down. Smashy used a stop spell, and it looks like these golems have a pretty high hurt more percentage because able to kind of smash through it without getting hit.
Of course, Smashy dark walking this beast like nobody's business. There's the stats though for our golem there. 50% hurt more. Yikes! At this point, stop spell with that from that level 13 is or 14 is definitely you're going to be your best friend on a grind like that.
Smashy is, I believe, 3 floors down right now and is starting to run a little low on resources. We're going to take out the red dragon because probably better odds to fight it than it would be to run from it. But wouldn't be surprised to see Smashy start running from everything else till we get to the bottom at the very least.
And he's getting super close to level 15. He's starting to use those herbs, save that magic. A 1 in 16 resist golem is kind of nice. And red dragon number 2.
Again, it's 350 experience. We know we've got the HP to tank through it, especially with this attack power. Not a bad idea.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not mad at this play at all. Again, with you getting super close to 15, every red dragon's going to help, but at the same time, you've got to get the armor. You at least have to get the armor on this dive.
Yeah, you've got to make it to the bottom. If you don't make it to the bottom on this dive, this has been all for naught, 15 or not.
Golem being super painful right now, though. Meanwhile, we see Kigalas in Cantland. I'm trying to figure out what he's picking up. Looks like he's going to pick up some magic armor, so he's going to have a little bit of an advantage there.
Yeah, not a bad play. Heals 1 hit point for every 4 steps you walk. That's going to be big. Might even be big enough to make it in one dive.
Again, you still got the barrier tiles you've got to get across. Even with the healing getting down there, it's going to be real iffy on a one dive shot. But who knows? I mean, it's still possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just not likely, I think, on something like this one.
Oh, I agree. It's probably very, very unlikely. But it is. I wonder if it's in the back of Kigalas' mind here, saying, "Okay, I haven't seen Grave yet. Charlock's right there. Let me get magic armor. Let me go ahead and dive. Let me see if I get lucky and it's down there. And if I still have enough resources, maybe I go ahead and try this. If not, then, hey, at least I've made the dive. I can check and see if it's down here and go from there."
Smashy's in trouble. He's got 1 heal more left and an armored knight that just refuses to let him pass.
Yeah, this would be absolutely horrible for Smash. He does get away, though. I believe we are in the U room, judging by our walking pattern, so very, very close to the bottom, but we are out of resources.
Yeah, he's playing the odds here, going to go 7-1 here and see what happens. Oh, he gets away. Doesn't have anything left, so he's going to have to hope that this is a almost flawless walk here.
And the Star Wyvern, doesn't take him out, but oh my goodness, we have 5 HP. Please, nothing back attack us.
Oh, the Armored Knight does it again, sends him home. Salaryman coming in with a rate of 5. Thank you, Salaryman. Oh, that's awful to see when that happens right there.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely heartbreaking. To be that close, to be like, I was at the door of the treasury in the bottom of the shot, and I get sent home.
Meanwhile, 15 did hit. I missed the stat increase, but we're going to go back to Breck and get a quick rest. It looks like it was pretty significant. A couple of points of agility, 1 point of strength, some almost 10 points, and then a couple points of magic. So not bad. It's a good little boost. It gets you close, that one step closer.
Yeah, our attack power is still a little bit lower than you want it to. Right now, we're only doing 6 to 13 damage to the Dragon Lord at 15. But, you know, it's doable, especially if we stock up on Fairy Waters. If any of the runners go get those, and again, Rex right there, we can stock up.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Fairy Water strat, plus you have the Death Necklace. Not a bad play, giving you 10 more attack power, putting you at 136, right there within swing range, and full Fairy Water complement. Should put you pretty good, and 103 on the magic points. You just got to get down here and get this armor. We've already seen one dive fail for the armor, and you know it's sad to see when that happens. It was right there, so we're going to see Nim take a quick dive in here. He's going to use as many of his herbs as he can.
Yep, going to hold on to those heal mores for as long as we can. Get stopped by a red dragon though almost immediately.
Yeah, red dragons on the first and second floors pretty brutally. But again, if you swing through, you're not looking too bad. Nim's going to try and run away on this one though.
In the meantime, Seawolf did end up finding the grave and is about to get the bad news that there's absolutely nothing of value in here.
And there's our red dragon stats. Just lots of nope.
Yep, it has fight more, and boy, does it hit you hard.
Yeah, red dragons are a pretty tasty little grind right here. Nothing but bite more, like you said. It's not bad. Golems, again, if you can get them to sleep, or, oh my goodness, wizards have DL2.
Oh, that is something you do not want to see if you are diving Sharlock. A wizard with DL2, ooh, especially when you don't have the armor. Ow.
Especially at 50% DL2.
That is not going to be fun for our runners. It might take us multiple dives to get to the bottom to get that armor.
Oh, I don't know, but Nim casts Repel. Hopefully that's going to keep that wizard away. 72 defense power, I think so. Kigalas said, I had it 40 minutes ago. I missed it. I'm not going to lie.
Meantime, the Seawolf heading over towards Garenham, probably going to be making the way into the Swamp Cave and back out on their way to... Wait, the Seawolf hasn't found Staff Turning Cave yet, have they?
They do. Yes. Seawolf found Staff Turning, just hasn't gone back that direction yet.
Ah, yeah, still says the Silver Harps. It does not have the Rainbow Drop. It does not have Sharlock access at the current moment.
And unless I missed it, but I don't believe he's gone back that direction. I thought he had. I thought he was the first one to actually find it, but just hasn't gone back that direction.
But then Nimanva gets to the very bottom of Sharlock. We're going to find out what is in the pyramid here momentarily, and still pretty good on resources. It's going to get used to hurt more here, so probably says this dive is done, but resources might have been okay for a possible attempt.
Meanwhile, Kigalas is going through grave, getting chest number 4, finding out the disappointing news that it's already a cursed belt we were already aware of a search spot for.
Again, some
right,
herb refills. Those are nice.
And there she is.
$200 chest, Erdrick's armor, and yeah, very happy to see that.
So 84 defense power with the armor on. I'm thinking we see a refill, probably some fairy water, and I think we see a complete go mode here for Nim. What do you think?
That would be my guess. So we saw the outside cast and he was straight back in towards Breck. We are still just probably a little bit too far away to think about going for level 16. I mean, it could be could be something we might just try to hit on the way down if we find some easy enough enemies, but more than likely, I'd say this is go.
Will definitely be interesting. Fairy Water's unnecessary if he uses the Death Necklace. Yeah, possibly. I mean, me though, I'm one of those kind of people that even with, you know, the point where I'm sitting at 135-ish, I'm still probably going to use Fairy Water just to be safe.
Well, that would actually require Nim to have not thrown the Death Necklace on the ground in Mountain Cave and said, "What's this? I don't need it." Or not in the ground in Mountain, but in the ground on the Overworld.
Oh, well, good point. Oh, he did throw the Death Necklace down, didn't he? Ooh, I didn't notice that. I knew he threw the flute down, but I thought he kept the Death Necklace. Oof.
Meantime, Smashy got stopped by a red dragon. Looks like they were trying to conserve resources. Going to have to burn a heal more here. See if they can get away from this red. Okay, Nim reminded, letting us know in chat, they do in fact have the Death Necklace. We just didn't have it marked correctly, which is fine. Our trackers have the hard job of trying to watch two different races at the same time. Sometimes things get missed, and we appreciate all the hard work they do. Just want to shout them out, Venicus and Schmike, doing the tracking for us today.
Most definitely. And of course, Brian Williams doing our restream here for the podcast. You know, thanking everybody that's helped put this together. You guys, you know, without you guys, we're just kind of sitting here talking about things. All right, so here we go. We're seeing that dive on Nimanva, or on Nim. Wow, I keep butchering that. I don't know why. But we see the dive going here. Hopefully Smashy's able to get his armor here pretty quickly, but I don't think this is going to be a one-shot dive for Smashy at all.
No, I think the Red Dragon kind of killed all chances of that. Still got 81 MP, so that's still 10 heal wars, but I really don't think that's going to be enough. Not with our attack power as it is, even with the Death Necklace.
And seeing in chat there, 11 races are currently scheduled for tomorrow, so we're going to have a pretty full day of races going to be ongoing. All right, so we've got Kigalas making his way down into Sharlock. He's got that magic armor, so it's going to help him just a little bit. So, you know, he'll be able to heal some of that, but I think he's probably going to take a couple of swings here, try to get 15.
At this point, Seawolf is trying to remember where they saw the Harp Turning Cave. They are really looking for it, and unfortunately not having much luck finding it at the current moment.
I think just there it is.
We see it
again. I thought he was the first. Yeah, there it is. I thought he was the first one to find it, and unfortunately, might have just lost it.
Yeah, but has found it now. Is going to pick up the Staff of Rain. Now has to get back to the Jerk, get the Rainbow Drop, and then make their way to Sharlock.
Okay, Smashy was the first to find it, and Seawolf had not seen. Okay, so I had my screens flipped. So yeah, 11 races, and Chroma has 2 of them. I'm definitely going to be looking forward to seeing those Chroma races, because those are 2 races that I need to see happen tomorrow. A couple of fellow Drakies running tomorrow, so that'll be good to see. Again, though, there's Smashy getting his armor. He's got that. He's going to cast Return. Oh, nope. Outside first. There we go.
Yeah, I think meant to go for outside first, and Return was a miss menu, but at that point, you've still got the MP to spare to cast outside, and that's not going to hurt you too much.
Meanwhile, we're getting a pretty good walk on Nim's side. Still got a pretty good complement of resources. I'm hoping to see this is going to be it here. Gets away from the armored knight.
Yeah, with that armor going back up to that 84 defense power, able to run, and again with the 88 agility, able to run from things a lot better, getting away a lot better, and we are 1 floor away from a possible Dragon Lord fight.
Yep, all it is now is the hero walk from those stairs to the throne room, and we should be able to see a pretty good shot. Of course, nobody's looked at the spike tile yet, so we haven't seen that either. Deciding, you know what, the red dragon, we're just going to swing out on it. It's a little faster sometimes.
Well, not to mention the fact that 350 is going to get us up to level 16. If we can get a strength boost, which we do, we get 3 more strength, 21 more hit points. Oh, baby. Now we're definitely in Death Necklace range.
Yeah, this is a pretty good run here. If he can get away from this armored knight, that's the problem.
We're going to have to burn a heal more, but still a chance to get away. It's still got plenty of heal mores in the tank. Got 10 of them.
But this armored knight is, there we go, finally gets away from it. Still has a couple of herbs left, too. Thankfully for that Erdrick's armor, we have that 1 HP heal walk per step, so that's also very helpful.
In the meantime, we got Kigalas making his way down. That magic armor coming in really handy. It's still got pretty good HP, not enough MP though, so this is not going to be the dive. This is just going to be to get the armor. And the Sea Wolf is making their way, trying to get through the swamp cave so we can turn in that death necklace or that rainbow drop, get into Sharlock.
Indeed. So we have a stone man over on the spike tile. Quick sleep spell and gets it done.
Oh yeah, one of the joys of being that at 87 MP, you already know you're just shy of that extra heal more. Might as well burn to sleep there to make that snowman fight a lot easier on us resource-wise.
All right, exactly 10. We're going to see that death necklace pop up here in just a second. Meanwhile, Smashy on the diamond floor, moving and shaking.
Yeah, Smashy probably about 2.5 minutes behind them right now. It's going to be close. I mean, Dragon Lord could very well decide this fight.
And there's a stop spell from the first shot from Dragon Lord, a physical for 14. This is the best DL1 right here. Oh my goodness.
Only thing you could have asked for was another stop spell instead of another physical. And here we go. That's not what you want to see. That is a 10. That's a little bit of a low roll to start. Next one is going to be 13, so we're at 23. That's what you want to see. We're at 32 with that 19.
Starting to see the big rolls. We got an Axe Knight up in Kigalas' screen. He's still trying to get that armor, I think. Trying to get away from it. There he goes, though. Armor got me.
We're at 62 now with that another huge roll of 19. Another 19. I think at this point we are a lock. With except for a miss menu, I think Nim is a lock at this point.
Big rolls, 3 in a row is big right here. All right. Meanwhile, Smashy on his way, trying to get away from this armored knight here. It's not being nice. These armored knights are the bane of existence tonight. Meanwhile, we see a level 15 fully geared out Kigalas making his way down.
There we go.
There it is. GG's in the chat there for Nim. finishing it out. Man, that is a tough fight to see. Meanwhile, Smashy gets away from the Armored Knight, but burned a few resources there. Still has 10 in the tank, though.
Yeah, but gets ambushed by, or gets found by another Armored Knight trying to get away, and does without having to burn another resource, only to run right into a Red Dragon.
And there's your official racetime.gg time, 11:13:47 for Nim. Congratulations on that win right there.
That's going to push Nim to 2-2. Smashy will go to 2-3. In the meantime, we've got Kigalas, I believe, making the dive down, and then Seawolf making their first dive, trying to get that armor.
Yeah, I mean, this is doable on 15, but we did see that 16 definitely makes this way better. And Nim is 3-2. There's apparently a race that we did not get recorded, so 3-2 for Nim. This will be interesting.
Gotcha. It might be a race. I know we sometimes will not put a win total up if we do plan to have a vodcast of a race. So minor spoilers for those of you who are in chat, but definitely keep an eye on that. As any race that does not get a restream, we are trying to see about getting vodcasts. We're not going to be able to get to all of them because there's just too many races, as pointed out by the 11 races tomorrow that we'll get to at the end of this seed. But definitely keep an eye on the channel and in the Discord. We'll post whenever we can get a vodcast going.
Meanwhile, Kigalas is on the U floor now. He is making his way pretty well through this. And then, of course, we're seeing Seawolf right down there in the armor spot, fixing to pick up his armor. I guarantee you we see an outside and a quick refill and then a go from there. Meanwhile, Smashy on his DL2 fight here.
I don't know. Well, okay, no, there's the outside. I was going to say 75 MP. That's not good. But depending on how Seawolf was thinking, might have thought about trying for it there, but no, decided to go for the safe route, go out, refill my resources, go back in.
All right, so we're seeing a 130 right there for Smashy. He's getting some good rolls here, but man, this is going to be tough, I think, and cut close.
I don't want to see those low rolls like that. That was a 9. That is not what you want to see if you're Smashy.
Absolute bottom of the shot there, unfortunately.
Looks like Smashy saying this is not good. We're going for some swag hurt mores, or else maybe just saw that Nim had won and said, you know what, I'm going to show off a little bit. Let's go for the swag. Yeah, Smashy confirming in chat, rolled off early, and at that point was like, I'm going to either try to have to bail, or I'm going to just try to swag hurt more, and looks like we're trying to run if we can.
Yeah, that's just...
That's going to be our last heal more. We'll have to see if we can get away. We've got 2 chances. We do get away.
That was just tough to see right there.
Smashy for we get away, but we have no MP for outside, so we're going to have to death warp ourselves back out.
Meanwhile, Kigalas is right there, and it looks like that may have been the forfeit point for Smashy. You see the reset there. Yeah, there it is right there. The forfeit from Smashy.
Yeah, definitely GG's to Smashy. It was a well-fought race. This was a good one all the way across. All 4 runners really did excellent job, given the level 2 hurt and heal mores. So
Kigalas, though, is having to burn some resources on this Armored Knight right here, trying to run away.
it does get away, but we are down to 10 heal mores in the tank. We do not want to use any more resources if possible. I was thinking about the sleep on the Stone Man said, I don't have the MP to spare. I've got to go for this.
Yeah, this is a tough one. I mean,
you've
got this Stone Man here who's got heal more. That's
Oh,
Gross.
you have to burn either a stop spell or a sleep on that stone man. You cannot just fight through it. That is horrible.
And there it is. It's a 25% chance. And unfortunately, it was just at the absolute worst moment. Here we are, though. Seawolf is now fighting that same stone man.
And Seawolf in a lot better shape. Has 97 MP still left. So that's going to be 12 heal mores. Can afford to burn one after this fight. Doesn't even going to need to, though. Kigalas had the lead in this seed the whole way up until right this moment, and Seawolf's about to just kind of come in and snipe it from behind.
Yeah, that was brutality at its finest, and all you can do is just stand back and be like, "Wow."
Yeah, that is a rough one to see. You never want to see something like that happen. Again, both our runners, all four of our runners, very, very good. They know what they're doing, and as Keegan was saying in chat, they knew that was it when that happened, and I think I'd feel the same way, unfortunately, as Seawolf gets into that DL2 fight.
Yeah, and I mean that's one thing. Like, you don't really try to grind on or fight stonemen anywhere in the overworld. You only fight them when you have to, and when they hit that heal more, just as you have literally put every bit of heart and soul into it, knowing that you've used every bit of magic you needed to, it's so disheartening.
Yeah, but Kigalas outside, gets back outside, is able to get back into Sharlock after refilling resources, and is going to make another dive at this. In the meantime, Seawolf is working their way through their DL2 fight. Again, with as much MP as he had going into this, probably a lock.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That level 16 is literally was the nail in the coffin for the entire thing. But like I said, 15 is doable. It's just gonna be very tough. So far, though, Seawolf is giving it everything he can right here.
Yeah, Seawolf, I think, just on the dive down, had a very good dive, was able to run away from everything with pretty much good efficiency. Didn't have to waste any resources on the way down, and I think that's going to be really the difference between these two runners. I think Seawolf has to use maybe even one bad fight on the way down with an Armor Knight or Red Dragon, and Kigalas would still be in this.
Yeah, most definitely. He is rolling without the Death Necklace, so he's just swinging with what he's got. And again, it's working in his favor. He had enough doubles so far to make up for the Death Necklace, and has been able to completely go in with a little bit more than what Kigalas went in that first one as far as resources.
Yeah, had 97 MP going into it, which is 12 heal mores. And there it is with 2 in the bank. Check your GG's on chat for the Seawolf 1.
And Seawolf, like I said, all of our runners here are just amazing runners. Seawolf was the one who put me out last year in the tournament, and I can't complain. The man is a beast, and I can't wait to see kind of where closer the end of this tournament goes. But GG's to all of our runners tonight. This was a tough seed right at the end. So 153 HP, man.
We'll have to see if we can get the Seawolf's final time here momentarily. Kigalas finally making it back down to the bottom floor. Going to make another attempt at this Dragon Lord, and I feel like this fight's going to probably go a lot better.
Yeah, he's sitting on a lot more resources this time than he was last time. So it'll definitely help him get through here. But we've got the Red Dragon who's going to be rude once again.
Gets away from the Red Dragon, only to be stopped by the Armored Knight.
Schmike saying, this is where the first dive went pear-shaped. And it's unfortunately true. And another Armored Knight just being rude as all get out again.
Kigalas saying, "The heck with this! I'm going to burn a resource, use a hurt more, and finish this armor knight off, so I don't have to try to run." In the meantime, we do have Seawolf's final time was 1 hour, 22 minutes, 31 seconds.
Yeah, Smite bringing out that he does have way more herbs in hand this time. So it's again, more resources he's able to get through. He knows the Stoneman has it.
Yeah, there's the sleep. You weren't worried about, you'd already used a hurt more, so using a sleep's not going to take away any more resources than you already had. Puts him out, and it's going to go ahead and do some quick fighting. Hopefully you're able to get to the Stoneman. Stoneman woke up a little too quickly, though.
Still got 11 in the tank. Probably not going to be needed, though, at this point. He still has the herbs. He's in good shape this time.
Oh, yeah. 11 should be more than enough. Should be able to do, well, I say that, and Armor Knight comes up again.
At this point, I'm just sick of Armored Knights. Oh, man. Smashy going, this is why you heal before you take that step. Exactly.
There we go. We get to the Dragon Lord again with 132 HP and 10 heal mores in the tank. That should be enough. We're going to put the Death Necklace on. Not a bad idea. Going to bring us up to 135 attack power and getting some stop spell hype.
Yep, stop spell big time. There's a hurt more, though. And Kigalas is at level 15, so that might be just a little off there. But he does manage to get through with 106 left. He's going to be able to do this one pretty well, I think, without any harmful side effects. All right, so again, pretty flawless run through here. It is what it is. This one was a tough one for just the start and go of things. We had a good key start. We had hurt more, heal more start, but some of our runners just unfortunately did not get through some of the pieces and parts that kind of crunched up on everybody there at the end.
Yeah, it's Armor and Sharlock seeds are always rude just because of having to go down, having to burn resources down there to get it, and then everything that can attack you on the way down to Sharlock. There's a reason they call Sharlock the big equalizer, because it can make or break a run very quickly.
Yeah, and as we've seen, Armored Knights and Red Dragons were just, unfortunately, the bane of existence tonight. Also, Armor and Sharlock doesn't help things either.
But here we go. Kigalas with 2 more heal mores in the bank, but should be on this hit, I believe. Yep, there it is.
All right, the GG's in the chat for Kigalas finishing off the Dragon Lord. A very valiant effort, all 4 runners tonight. There's just absolutely no chill to this. This was a nightmare at the end. That's all I can say. It's at the end.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. But GG's to all 4 of them for getting through this very, very interesting seed. It was a very, very good show for all of us to watch.
Oh, yeah. And, it's one of those things. I love calling races like this because it's one of those lead changes, and all of them happening right at the very end. Again, amazing. You guys make sure that you give these guys follows. They do more than just DW Randomizer, but it's definitely fun to watch when they do these randomizer races.
Of course. And again, this might be it for us tonight, but as we've mentioned before, there are a ton of races scheduled for tomorrow, and I think we should probably go over them. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that would be a pretty good idea to just do a quick check of our races tomorrow. Starting at 1 a.m., we have 4 different races.
Oh, that's actually the ones that we just watched. It triggers over.
Yes.
We're going to start with, we got a couple that the schedules on our screen is not quite up to date, but I'll go through what I can see. Starting at 1 o'clock, we have Miplet taking on Chromaclasm. At 2 o'clock, we have Hungry Canuck versus Ursine, as well as Tristal versus Yakko Wacko 20. At 6 o'clock, we have Beast Supreme TV taking on Billick. At 7, we have Angel FM taking on Chroma, as well as Tristal taking on Fearon Burgundy. At 8 p.m., we have NES Cardinality taking on Ziggy, and Secret Agent Man taking on Ratliff the Rat. At 9 o'clock, we have Smashy taking on Bailey V, and Vinicus taking on Up to NG. At 9:30, there's EMP and EM taking on Kigalas. So a ton of races, probably a ton of doubles, and or I should say quads. And we'll see about what we can do to get some of those restreamed for you guys. So make sure you keep an eye out on the DWR channel and in the Discord for any time of those that come up.
Yeah, most definitely. A fun-filled day full of racing tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing some of those races. Like I said, I've got 2 of my fellow Drackies going at it tomorrow, so I'm definitely going to be watching those races with a bated breath to see how those play out. I do believe that we're going to be going and raiding Zarnax, who's doing some big 20 practice. So what a race tonight, guys.
Yeah, so definitely a good race. So definitely, again, give our runners a follow. And special thank you to our restream team again. Brian Williams doing the restreaming. We got Schmike and Vinicus doing the tracking. My fellow co-commentator, Edge Talveron. I've been Gambit017. Go give Zarnax our love. We'll see everybody later on today for some more Dragon Warrior Rando goodness.